Hi, and welcome to Adas Israel, the Jewish congregation of Mason City. Hey, next week is Purim. Purim is the festival that reminds us that God runs the world behind the scenes, so to speak. You've probably heard me say dozens of times that there is no such thing as a coincidence. And interestingly enough, in all of the Megillas Esther that we read next week on Purim, God's name is not mentioned even one time. Go ahead, check it out. It's the book of Esther. This week's Torah portion is Parsha Tetzavah, and we find it in Exodus, and it's brimming with all kinds of lessons. Here's one of the lessons that we found absolutely extraordinary. It's God's commandment to Moses with regard to who should be making the special vestments for the high priest.
Hashem says he wants the wise-hearted people whom I've invested with wisdom to make the vestments.
So what does that mean? God created an investment in us. Well, it's like any other investment. If we're not expecting a return on our investment, we wouldn't have invested in the first place, right? So that's exactly what the Torah is telling us. God invested in us.
God makes an investment in each and every one of us when he gives us the unique and special talent that each one of us has. We're all unique in our own special way. As kids, we embrace this and tap into our special talents. We might be good at sports, math, cooking, public speaking, singing, playing the piano, dancing, writing. We have a passion for what we're able to do. And sometimes that comes easy for us, and it makes us happy when we do it. In fact, we often wonder why everyone else has such a hard time with what comes so naturally to us.
It's called God-given talent, and each one of us has been given this gift.
But then, one of the saddest things just might happen. As a person gets older, we may stop using our talent, or we might convince ourselves that our talent is really no big deal.
Wow, what an unbelievable mistake that would be, just to give up.
We all have the responsibility, not just the option, to use whatever unique talent God has given us and give God a return on his investment. Just like you would pull your money out of an investment that never paid you for a return, you run the real risk of having God pull his investment. I mean, he gave it to us. If we don't use it, we could lose it. And it could happen in 1,000 ways. But the gradual or immediate loss of this ability for you, this gift that you've been given from birth, will eventually happen. So use what you've been given.
So there you have it. We are all designed for greatness. Each one of us has been given various tools and talents. It's God's investment on us that we use what he's invested in us to go out there and make the world a better place. It's up to you and it's up to me to be able to do those things. And you know what happens when we use our investment or God's investment wisely? He invests more into us. And watch what we can do when we start spending that investment wisely. Hope that you have a great Shabbos.